The Prime Minister has decided there will be a Royal Commission into veteran suicide, something that I have talked about on this program for years. Not in the past few months, not in the past couple of years, but for as long as we have had access to a camera, we have talked about this. Today, the Prime Minister announced it will be a reality.
I intend to convene and recommend to the Governor-General a Royal Commission into defence and veteran suicide.
Now, there's a lot of people who deserve credit for their advocacy here. People like Martin Rowlands, a man who served his country but was done over so badly by the Department of Veterans Affairs. There are all sorts of people who we have highlighted on this program, and we will continue to highlight all the way through the Royal Commission process. So let's start getting to the practical. What is this about? How will it work? Again, the Prime Minister making this excellent announcement today.
The Royal Commission will look at past deaths by suicide, including suspected suicides and lived experience of suicide risks from a systemic point of view, while the National Commission will have a forward-looking role, including overseeing the implementation of the Royal Commission's recommendations. That is indeed something that I have not seen before when it comes to a Royal Commission of that nature.
Now, this is important too, is that the National Commissioner about veteran suicide, the National Commissioner about veterans' rights, will be able to act immediately on things as opposed to wait a couple of years till the report comes out and then slowly. So you might be able to see some solutions coming out of this as soon as they are being suggested in the witness box. And as I said, while no one person is the person who made this happen, there is one person who has become the embodiment of why this should happen. She would not take no for an answer. She has been steadfast and relentless in her demand for a Royal Commission and nothing less. Julianne Finney is her name. We met her a couple of years ago on this program. As I said, this is not a new thing for us. We've talked about it uphill and down dale for a long time. Here she was talking about the need for the Royal Commission to look into how the ADF breaks people, then puts them back together in a still broken form, and the Department of Veterans Affairs acts like a private insurance company that gets, well, paid bonuses for saying no.
Son had the choice of travelling a 700-kilometre round trip to see a psychiatrist or waiting until May this year. Right. My son died in February. So they just do not have it together, and I've heard of cases since.
We will chat to Julianne Finney again on this program. She'll join us live from Adelaide a little bit later tonight. One person who deserves no credit whatsoever is the national boss of the Returned Services League. You would think that the boss of the RSL would be a person who would have called for this, but instead has tried to fight it the whole way. Instead, in private emails that he later apologised for, he attacked people like Julianne. We will never forget the service of those who have been willing to risk it all for our country, and we have never forgotten those who come back. Literally, if you look right now on the news websites that supposedly understand what Australians care about, this is not the lead story tonight. But this is the biggest thing in the country to people like you. So many of you in the past 24 hours have already gone onto the Voice of a Veterans website to purchase this very pin. It's the one that Heston has put in place to make sure that you can show your support for veterans anytime you want. Certainly on the obvious commemorative occasions, but you can wear them in the week leading up to Anzac Day. voiceofaveteran.org.au is where you can buy and make further donations to that incredible effort. Because without the effort of lots of people, we wouldn't have got people to be able to wear the citations that they have earned, and families to be able to tell their story about how the ones who they loved slipped away on our watch.